Hello everyone, this is Mark Leibovit from Leibovit VR Newsletters, and this is a Leibovit VR tutorial for Monday morning, November 24th. This demonstration as designed is not a recommendation to buy or sell, but rather guidelines to interpreting and using the specific indicators and features on the VR add-on software. Looking at some individual potential trades and using the indicator in the recent past, we're just going to go over some situations here for you this morning, providing a little bit of a background on my thought processes. So this is generally educational. We're looking at Whole Foods Market. As you know, this has been a big favorite of mine ever since that big gap that took the stock down a few months back. This is when the street told us that earnings or growth potential for Whole Foods was slowing, and sure enough they took the stock down, and we started an accumulation process here, and there was a gap that needed to be filled. So has been filled now, but there still seems to be momentum to the upside here. I'm not chasing the stock, but it looks like it can go a bit higher. Obviously, we have a gap here in the low 40s, and that would present one heck of a buying opportunity if we get it. So for now, perhaps we're going to go higher first and then come back and fill that gap. Let's look at Twtr. As you know, I've liked Twtr if you follow me at the VR Trader website. Similar but slightly different story. Twtr has been underperforming for a while, but they came out with some negative news, and again they took the stock down. These are the kind of setups I like. Whole Foods, Twtr, when they knock the stock on bad news, then we start looking for accumulation patterns. Positive VR is formed. Had a nice rally here. We took a trade last week, nearly 5 points at vrtrader.com on this Leibovit positive VR. Rallied basically from 38 up to 43. Now it's pulled back. I'm watching for another VR. I think this gap is going to be filled, but if it's like Whole Foods, it could take a couple months before that happens. So we're just going to wait for another signal there, but keeping a close eye on Twtr. Let's look at Gpro. This is a big favorite among traders, ourselves included. We had a negative story on Thursday. Negative VR took it down. Volume slowed a little bit on Friday. We filled this gap from back here on October 30th when we broke on Thursday and Friday, so that's setting up a potential buy, but we still have a downtrending stochastic here, and I like to see some positive volume come in. So there's probably still a play here in Gpro, and I like the fact that they knocked it down on a news story and filled that gap, but I think we're going to have to be a bit patient. Let's look at Tesla. We already looked at Twtr. Tesla negative VR on Wednesday on the gap, and if you traded it, you would be ahead in the trade on the negative VR. We have a downtrending stochastic, so the bears are still in charge here a little bit. You're trading under the 50-day moving average. So in this case, is Tesla going down to the 220s, which is a 200-day down here? We'll have to wait and see, but ultimately I want to see some Leibovit positive VRs like we're seeing back here, and a rising stochastic to get us back long the stock. So at the moment it's a watch, as are the others. So a little bit of background on our thought processes here, and if we don't get back to you this week, have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. Thanks for checking in.